Last part of when a doctor is obsessed with you and kidnapped you to keep you in his mansion. Author point of view. Your parents were looking at Jimin, who had a hopeless face. Your mother. Why can't we find my daughter? Why they are so powerful? Her eyes were now hurting due to crying. Jimin. I am trying to find their location. Your father. Did you go to their hospital? He nodded. Jimin. Yes. And none of them was there. Your mother. I was wrong to think that they can have a chance. Your father placed his hand on her shoulder. Jimin, he crossed all his limits. He never deserved her. Jan is very innocent. She fell in his trap. She even hid the negative vibes from him because she wanted to own what she chose. She was afraid of your reaction to your father. Oh, my daughter, my innocent poor daughter. I never even shouted at her, and the helplessness was intensifying their pain. Jimin's phone buzzed. To take the call, he went to a side. After hearing it, he rushed out of the house. You separated from Taehyung. Taehyung, I will not come near you, and I will never hurt you again. He noticed you were avoiding to look at him, Taehyung. So you will forgive me, right? You were in disbelief that he will actually leave you, Sean, and get treated. He chuckled. Damn, you are really the most innocent and precious human being. Never trust anyone so easily. Love is dangerous, and this world is more dangerous for you. He looked around. No one else was there. Taehyung, there is one more low trick I pulled, but let me keep that a secret. I am still a loser and cannot afford more hate from you. He referred to the plan by which he caused your parents' accident. He placed his shaking hand on the side of your face and leaned, but then smiled sadly when you stepped back. Taehyung, so foolish of me that I wanted a last. You were careful to not look at him. He straightened and was moving to his car. You shockingly stared at his back that at any moment he will stop and drag you to car to imprison you in his mansion, but he drove away. Your heart was pounding in your chest. Jan, he really, you flinched when another car stopped by. Jimin, Sean, stepping out he ran to you. Jimin, are you okay? Taehyung, he called me here. Jan, why? Is it a dream? He said. Jimin, what he said? You shake your head. Jan, please take me home. Embracing you, he took you to his car. Taehyung packed a suitcase and his hands were moving fast. Jin came in. Ta, you were right. I should get treated in your hospital in the States. Jin happily hugged him. Jin, of course, my brother. We three should go there. And so the issues here will also be buried. Ta, not there. Not three, only two. Just you and me. Jin did not understand. Ta, I am transferring my hospital to Yan's name. Jin, okay, that is good, but Taehyung. And the city is mentioned too, as this mansion is haunted for her. Taking his medical reports from the cupboard, he placed them in the bag. Jin, what's going on? Where is Yan? Taehyung, at her home with her parents. Jin, what? How? He was shocked. Taehyung, I am leaving her forever. I will sign the divorce papers too. He was turned around by Jin. Jin, what are you saying? Taehyung, please, let's go far away before I flip. I can feel it, that I can flip any moment and will drag her here again. He begged while holding his hand. Jin, how will you live without her? Taehyung, I know I will not die. You know, I hate that I planned the accident of her parents. I am a weak, scared person. She said she will forgive me, but Hang, Now things cannot be like before. How will she ever let me come near her after how I forced her? He tiredly fell on the bed. Taehyung, there were only two options: leave her or let her die. And I cannot let her die. She deserves to live. She is an angel. Even after what I did, she still wants me to be treated and get well. She should have killed. Sitting beside him, Jin hugged him. Taehyung, I killed our baby. I lost her. I lost my love, but I will not force her anymore, Hang. Let's go. Let's leave. Even now, I want to go to her house, kill Jimin, parents, and he was crying with tears. Jin, please. Taehyung, I will not do this. I will not let the darkness take over me again. No. The decision was tough. He had to make that choice, and he chose you. For the first time, he chose you over himself. Fighting with his illness, he let you go. His heart was aching, but it was not heavy anymore. After 3 years, Jimin, Jan, now that your degree is completed, you should join the hospital and take CEO responsibilities. Jan, I don't want to. Your father, it's now yours. Many things need your attention. Jan, you are handling them well. Jimin, think about the patients at least. Come and help in treating them so that they can move on. You bit your lip. Jan, maybe he moved on too. You said in a trance. Your father, you should not have stopped me for filing case against him. He should be hanged. Jan, Dad, please. The topic is over now. He divorced me and also he deserves to be treated. I wish he moves on and live a good life. Jimin smiled and rubbed your arm in assurance. At that time only, he was standing with your decision. He handled hospital and started free treatment for poor people. Jan, let's go to hospital. He was the happiest. It was Jimin's birthday, and for a surprise, you came to his room for the decoration while your parents were downstairs. You never visited his room before, as he always came to your home. Jan, can't believe he is such a baby. You picked a childish diary from his table. Your eyes started widening and then teary when you read it. Jan, why he never putting it in your bag? You left the room. Without any announcement, you burst in Jimin's office. Jan, when were you supposed to tell? You stopped when your gaze fell on him. Jimin was not there. Jan, he stood tall. He looked different, wearing a light color compared to dark or all black dressing he used to do. You stopped just a step away. Jan, Taehyung, you were seeing him after years. You thought you might cry when you will see him, as your parents think that you never moved on, but you were standing firm. Taehyung, I was told that you are on off, so I came for some legal issues. Jan, how have you been? Better. You could see that shine in his eyes was telling about his health. Ta, you? Jan, I am fine. He came a little closer. You did not feel any hate towards him. Taehyung, I am happy that you are perfectly fine. Your glowing face untied all the knots around his heart. Jan, you look different and good. He smiled and nodded. Taehyung, according to doctors, now I am normal. He smiled awkwardly. Taehyung, have you forgiven me? Jan, that is why you are standing here, or you will be behind the bars. He let out a heavy sigh and chuckled. His eyes were not leaving yours. You were not off guard, but now, being a doctor, you can sense that he was actually normal. Taehyung, I came just for a week. Tomorrow morning is my flight. You shaked your head. Taehyung, I will see Jimin then. There are some issues to discuss. He waited for a few seconds. Jan, all right. He stepped aside and he left. You came back without meeting with Jimin. He entered in his house and was taken aback by the decoration. Jan, yeah, birthday boy. Instead of wishing with excitement, you yelled at him. Jimin, what happened? Why so angry? And all this? His face flushed red when getting closer you slammed his diary on his chest. Jan, why you did not tell me? Jimin, Jan, listen. I am sorry. I really never had bad intentions. Please, let me explain. His panicked state was giving you butterflies. Jan, were you ever going to tell me? Your mouth opened shockingly when he shook his head. Jan, why idiot? If you love me, then why can't you tell me? Being confused and worried, he did not notice that you just called him idiot. You read his diary. He was in love with you from the childhood, but never told you. He never even let you sense, especially after you involved with Taehyung. Jimin, I am so sorry. Please don't break this friendship. He was about to faint when, getting closer, you ended the distance. Deep red tint was spread on his cheeks when you parted. Jimin, Yani, Jan, we can go slow if you are not used to of this change. You laughed when he hugged you. Words were not enough to tell how much warm heart he has. Standing in waiting area of airport, his eyes were not leaving the entrance. He was about to leave but then stopped as his heart hammered. His gaze went to entrance again, and the peace reaching to him was priceless. The face he wanted to see before leaving. You were there. Jan, you walked to him. Jan, I thought to see you off as now you are a good man. No, I am not. You two look into each other's eyes for a while. You did not stop him when getting closer. He wrapped his arms around you. You did not feel any danger or fear. Thank you, Jan. Before you could see, he whipped his tears and separated. Jan, have a safe flight. You kept looking at his bag until he was out of your sight. A long tear escaped your eyes that you rubbed while smiling. It's an end. Hey Dairies, I hope you people will not hate me if the story went against how you wanted it to be. I rarely make such endings though. It was a very memorable journey with you people. Thanks for watching and love you all.